Well guys, here we go. We have ourselves a bit of a fix-it video. This one here is of our Weber Gennisis barbecue. This thing was purchased new in about July of 2012, and about 2 days past the 90-day return policy at our local retailer where this was purchased, the regulator went. Well, having to deal with warranty, of course, was a huge pain, so in the meantime I used a regulator I had kicking around. So of course it's time now to change that regulator to a proper regulator for the barbecue. So here we go on our nice wonderful winter's day, doing a project that probably should have been done in the summertime, but whatevers. So first thing I'd recommend doing is taking your propane tank and making sure it's shut off and undoing the tank from the regulator. Then the second thing we'll do is take off the back cover. The back cover on these barbecues are held on by 4 bolts, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, which then exposes the whole mechanism or working assembly. Then of course exposes the whole gas fitting, which is right here in the corner. So we'll remove that cover and then pretty much start the process going. Okay, so once the back cover's off, you see the fitting here for the gas, or propane I guess, comes from the black hose, which is the regulator, to the plumbing here on the barbecue itself. So of course what you want to do is undo, of course, the regulator from the bracket and replace it with your new one. But of course if you turn this top one wants to spin too, so then you've got to use the double nut or double wrench method to hold while you undo that one. Unfortunately, in my flat wrenches in my toolbox, I don't have the right size of flat wrench for this, so we'll have to make do with adjustable wrenches, and that'll work just fine. So we'll give this a loosen. Now of course, when dealing with any type of gas fittings, it's probably wise to consult a professional, especially if you're unsure on how to do it yourself properly. You don't need to be blowing yourself up. That's a given. So of course you could put some Teflon tape on here if you want, just to protect it, but there is a rubber O-ring down here that that's what it's meant for, is for the extra seal. So you take your new regulator, which might I add, the new style regulators now have this plastic wing nut, have this plastic nut, which yes, over time probably will fail, but it sure is nicer than having to use a adjustable wrench to change your propane tank. So we'll spin this on. Of course, again, careful not to cross thread her. And once she's finger tight, then we could wrench tighter and then make sure she's good from there. Of course, this Weber is one of the type of barbecues that you can run dual fuel in. You can either run propane, or you can buy the conversion kit to run natural gas. Of course, the natural gas conversion kit is a little more money, but like most of our houses, they run on natural gas for the hot water heater and the furnace, so you'll never have to buy propane or fuel per se again. You'll never run out while you're barbecuing. Okay guys, so once you got that fitting tight, you can hook the propane tank back up to it. Give her a test to make sure she doesn't leak. I always use a solution of water and dish soap, kind of using the term no bubbles, no trouble. And yeah, if it doesn't bubble, that means it's not leaking. After you've got that all hooked up, buttoned up, it's time to put the back cover back on. So of course you can use a flat wrench, a socket, and a ratchet, or you can use the quick way of doing it with a nut driver and your favorite drill. Just giving her a tighten down, pretty much like that. They don't have to be super tight because, well, it's not rattling down the road. But at the same time, you know, you want to make sure she's tight enough that it doesn't come apart on you while you're barbecuing. Okay guys, so once you got the regulator changed, it is time to give her light. I removed the grates and the little heat shields there to give you guys a better look at the flame. So we'll turn on the propane, and when you feel the barbecue and surrounding area has enough propane, press the little button. So we'll let this baby warm up and we'll see if she gets to operating temperature. Well guys, there you go. As you see here, the operating temperature is about 525 degrees or so. And of course the inside is nice and hot. Pretty much now would be a good time, once it's nice and hot here, to do a really good clean on the old barbecue. It's been used for like 18 months or something like that. And, you know, needs a good cleaning. But guys, that's been a regulator change on a Weber Gennisis propane fueled barbecue. So as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.